Everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel. I am going to do a countdown of my top 10 favorite palettes for the year 2019. Today is Vlogmas day 12. As I said, this video is going up not early, not late, but I have a party later today, so I've got to get some stuff done. So I thought I'd whip this one out. Now, this is a combo of new palettes and old palettes, so not all of these came out in 2019. These are just the palettes that I seem to be gravitating towards for one reason or another in 2019. I did a low buy for a big chunk of 2019, and so I didn't have as many brand new palettes this year, and I'm okay with that because I'm realizing, looking through my stash, there's many palettes that I still need to play with that I have gotten and I have not really done much with. So let's start with our number 10. We're going to go backwards. We're going to go from the one that I am still an awesome palette, but probably my least favorite of the 10. Now, mind you, I have tons and tons of palettes, so like I probably have like 20 to 30 other palettes. At some point last year, I did a inventory and decluttering of my makeup palettes and all that. If you guys like to see that in January, let me know if that's something you're interested in. I love doing those videos, but I don't know if people like them. But if you do, we'll do declutter videos of all my stash. I usually try to declutter and get rid of stuff so that I can keep my stash fresh. Anyway, number 10. This is the Tati Beauty palette. Ooh, can't talk today. I'll post up above the link to my recent review. When I did the review, I was a little worried it may be harsh. I like this palette. And I do, and I don't love it, but I like it, and I use it a lot because it is a neutral palette, and I find that I can wear it for everyday looks at work. And let's be honest, 90% of what I'm doing is going to work. When I'm at home, I don't often wear makeup unless I'm doing videos, and I just don't get out that much with small children and a puppy. It's just, it's not happening. There's just too much shenanigans going on. But this palette is really great for a good work look. The shimmers, like I said in my video, were not the most amazingly shimmery, which is not my favorite thing in the world, but they're beautiful, and I do get a nice look where I don't feel like I look like I'm about to go out to a party. So for work, I actually really like this, and I can put together a look in about 5 minutes. So this is why it's on my number 10. I have been using it quite a bit because it is a very functional everyday palette. Okay, number 9. This is the Colored Raine Safari palette. I don't know if I ever did a review. If you guys want a review, let me know. It's kind of the bus has left the station, but I like Color Raine's shadows, and this one's kind of a fun, unique color combo. It's a green gold, and this shade here is such a pretty, bronzy shade. The shadows, look at this. This is what I mean when, bam, when I love, really, 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 metallics. So anyway, this palette works really nicely. I have not dipped much into the orange shades, which is weird for me, but I have used the greens, the golds. This little corner right here, I really, really love, and I can get some really beautiful looks. So that is why this is number 9. It's not one I wear as much to work because it's a little bit more colorful, but it is a beautiful palette with consistently good formula, and I really do like Colored Raine. All right, this is number 8. I bought this last year in 2018 at Christmas time, and I actually gave away one of these last year. This is the Sultry palette. Unfortunately, I don't think they have this anymore, but it is just a really beautiful, nice, neutral palette. In fact, I may use this tonight for the party, but it's just pretty consistently. It makes me a little sad because Anastasia Beverly Hills, I feel like, has not come out with a lot of new stuff that is exciting to me. They've come out with a lot of new stuff, don't get me wrong. The Carly Bible palette was the only one that I was kind of interested in. I almost bought it, and then I saw the reviews and I was like, there are other palettes I am more interested in for that price point. So I held off and I did not get it. But this is beautiful, and I do like the little random pop of pink. But it's a pretty palette. I wish they still sold it. And I like that it's this glitter. I know some people hated that, but it's pretty. Okay, this one is the number, what are we on now? 7? 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I just want to make sure. This is number 7. I love this palette. I did a review on this. I'll post this up above. This one I thought about for a long, long time. I'd never bought anything from Lime Crime before, and I really like it. I do dip into it quite often. Even when I don't want to use this for a complete look, this color Radiant is probably one of my most favorite shades. It is this peachy duochrome shade. Oh, look at that. I mean, it's subtle, but for an inner eye look, if I'm using a palette that just doesn't have the right inner eye color. This one is so pretty. And it is such a wonderful mix of greens, but not like crazy greens, because I can't always make greens work for me, and more neutral browns and oranges colors. It's a really pretty palette. I really like it. As you can see, like I said, I've dipped into it, for me, quite a bit. So this is a great palette. So number 6 was the best palette for last year, and I still love this palette. I just kind of haven't used it as much this year. It is such a beautiful palette. It is the Noir Fanta palette. This palette was so awesome, and it still is. I really, really like this top row of shimmers. I love the shimmer formula from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Like I said, I wish this year they had come out with stuff that excited me more. They just, I don't know. I feel like they need to stop with so much. But anyway, I really, really, really like that rose gold color. This is Wild Child. They're pretty. Like, such pretty, pretty, pretty shadows. I really like the color Love here. I use that quite a bit. And I really like Dazzling, and I like Drama. I know some people didn't care for everything in this palette, but I love this palette, and I still use it, just not as commonly as I did last year. All right, this one is the Sweet Nothing palette. So we're on to number 6. Or I mean, sorry, number 5. Am I on to 5? Let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, 5. This is number 5. This is the Sweet Nothings palette by ColourPop. This was a limited edition holiday palette last year, and I got it, I believe, from Ulta, or maybe online. I don't know. It's beautiful. It's like a mauve and purple toned palette. You guys know how I feel about this, which is a surprising little pop of gold. I guess that's not really surprising there, but that one, I get some really beautiful looks out of this. This one here, Come and Get It, is like this really pretty gold to pink shift. Now I kind of want to use this for the party tonight. Look how pretty that is. You guys know how I feel about ColourPop. It's pretty. I can't remember. I think I did a review or a getting ready with me on this, so I'll try to remember to post that up. All right, number 4. I have talked about this. I got this in one of my Ipsy, I think it was my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. It was one of the first ones that we got. And this is the Violet Voss HG Fun Size Palette. I really like this palette. And it is so fun, and I've taken it on many, many trips. And the shadows consistently are just really nice. Again, it's that kind of pink and cranberry tone. And they blend nicely. I've gotten many, many good looks. I can get probably 5 or 6 just fantastic looks out of this. So when I'm traveling, this palette kind of gives me everything I need. I have my neutrals. I've got my more glam stuff. So like I can do everything I need. And it's just like such a great size for travel. I have wanted to buy the other ones like this. I've been a little hesitant because I got the big Violet Voss HG palette in my Boxy Luxe last year, I think in December. And I just don't like it as much as this little one. And I don't know why. And so I'm a little hesitant to buy more. I don't know. Has anyone had that experience previously? I'd be curious, because this one I absolutely love. But the other ones I'm just kind of on the fence about. All right, this one is a surprise one for me. This is number 3. I got this as a free gift when I bought some other BH palettes, which I still need to dip into and review. This is the BH Moroccan Sunset 16 color shadow pan. It is a simple, I think this is like a not even a $10 palette, but I just love it. I don't know why I love it so much, but like you can see, this little shade is like the perfect inner corner shade. Sometimes I'll use it as a highlight. It's just so pretty. I love these oranges here. They're also just really beautiful. And for being such an inexpensive brand, the quality of the shadows are really, really nice. I don't think a lot of people talk about BH, or when they do, they talk about their baked eyeshadows. But this for a pressed eyeshadow palette is really nice. And I love the tiny little pan size. I know you don't get a lot of product, but when I have so many palettes, it's kind of nice to have just a tiny little one that has a lot, you know, like I can take this and travel, and I have so many options here. So yeah, this is really, really nice. I love this. All right, let's talk about number 2. I have not had this long. I just did a review. I'll try to remember to post it up by. This is the Flutter by. You guys know this is like right up my alley. As you can see, my shirt matches it. Beautiful, beautiful mauve and kind of plum toned palette. I love it. everything about it. And every time I use it, I just absolutely adore the looks. Maybe I'll use this tonight. Too many to choose from. I'm just so excited. Anyway, this is really beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. You know, look at this. Like, come on. Come on. Very, very nice. And so yeah, I'm going to continue using this. This is a palette that I feel like I've been looking for like 2 years, and I finally found it. I was watching someone else's review, and I can't think of what her name is. If I can remember, I'll put it down below. And she was reviewing this palette, and she was saying that she was not that excited about this palette. She didn't really gravitate towards it. And then she went and got it and really started liking it. And then when she looked through her entire collection, and she has a lot, like she gets a ton of PR, she gets a lot of stuff, she realized that she really didn't have a palette that had this kind of tone or color combo. And so, yes, I agree. This is just a very unique color combo that I just don't feel like it's been out there. All right, the final one, which I did do a review on, and I still love this palette, and I'm so glad that I got this palette, and it introduced me to this brand, and now this brand is at Ulta, is the Zoeva Melody palette. And so this palette is beautiful. It was the, obviously, butterflies. I have a thing for butterflies. I think a lot of people do. But it was the butterfly thing that kind of initially drew me to this palette when I saw like an Instagram ad for it. But look at that. Oh, so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. Anyway, I got the lipsticks with it, or the lip glosses. I didn't really care for it, but the packaging, I just love it. Like, it is just, I mean, look at that, guys. That's so stinking beautiful. But the shades themselves are fantastic. I consistently dip into this. This is a great palette. You can go to day looks, night looks, work looks. It is so pretty. The peachy color is just so spot on to, I think, what is popular this year. Look at that peach thing. And then this purple is such a pretty, like, iridescent-y purple. It's not like knock you off the socks, but it's such a pretty color. And then finally, this color, you guys know I love in my inner eye color. I dip into this a lot when I can't find a really good inner corner look in some of my other palettes. And so this one consistently gives me all of that. The mattes blend out beautifully. The shades are so pretty. I don't mind that it doesn't have a mirror. Like, this is just a nice palette, and I really, really like it. And it makes me excited to get other Zoeva palettes in the future. Hopefully they'll come out with stuff equally as like fun and pretty as this. So yeah, that's it. This is my number one this year. So yeah, you can see my theme of colors. But anywho, guys, that is it. I hope you have a good day, and I will be back on tomorrow with something different. I know I've got some new boxes, so we'll get back into some unboxings. And if you guys liked that kind of like, I don't want to say blabbering video, but the video where I kind of went over like something totally unbeauty related, if that seemed like a good video to you, let me know. I don't mind doing those. They're kind of fun. They're different. It kind of changes up things. Some days I look and everybody has like boxy looks unboxing, or everybody's Ipsy unboxing. And I want to keep things fresh and different, because I know after seeing about like 5 or 6 of those, I get personally tired of seeing the same videos over and over again. And I'm pretty sure most people do as well. So I want to make sure that you guys are having videos that you find interesting and fun and different. You know, I do this not only for myself, but I enjoy making content that people want to see. So anywho, that is it. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. We're getting close to 1,000. And give this a thumbs up, and leave me your comments. I love the comments. All right, guys. Bye.